Question: do you ever take a break from your hectic life? Just wondering. Back in a minute. Hey, good morning. This is Jan from New York City. I love helping people to keep some more of their own hard earned money. I asked a question about, do you ever take a break from your hectic life? Now, when I say hectic, everybody's level of hecticivity, which is, by the way, I think a word I just made up, everybody's situation is different. So, what some people may consider extremely hectic, I might consider, it's not that bad, but it's all relative to your life and to your situation. Do you ever take a break from the humdrum either? Even humdrum, even though it's not hectic, it's the opposite. It's kind of like too quiet. Hmm. Just wondering. Now, this is We Can Do It Wednesday. Here's an important thing that every single human being, in my honest opinion, really should consider doing: giving ourselves permission to take a break. Now, this break doesn't have to be a long break. This break doesn't have to cost you a dime. Right away, people think, oh, I guess that means I'm going to have to take money out of my wallet. Not really. Something as simple as a mental break, like taking a walk, just a walk, can clear your mind. And you want to know something? I think these things are very important, and especially for folks that work from home. Now, some people work from home and they gain money as part of a business. Some people always clean their house and they're working in their home, but they're not necessarily earning money. But does that mean that person doesn't deserve a break? No, everyone deserves a break. That's why on this We Can Do This Wednesday show, I'm just giving you a little reminder. This is not going to be a long video, but it's going to be a powerful and important video, in my honest opinion. When is the last time that you ever took a day where you just do anything you want to do, not stuff you have to do, things that you've been meaning to and wanting to do, sort of like that little bucket list? Excuse me. Sort of like that little bit of a bucket list going on. May not have all day long to do it, but are there things that you have been putting off? Like, for example, maybe going to that special movie. I know. I always love to help you keep some more of your hard earned money. But sometimes you need to spend some money too. It's okay to be a little bit beyond frugal once in a while. But for the most part, relaxation doesn't have to cost you a dime. If you have physical disabilities that hamper you from getting around to certain places that you really wish you could go, the beautiful news is more than likely you could at least look up a video and find that spot and maybe watch one of those little tours. They have a lot of videos, by the way, with tour guides going around certain places, places that maybe you can't get to. Take a minute for yourself and do just that. About a year back, I had suggested for people who want to tour their local city that maybe they even get on their own local bus from the beginning of the ride to the end of the ride and do not get off, and to look at places in their local area from a city bus ride on the cheap, looking at things you've never really seen, getting off that bus perhaps and going to a local restaurant. You could look ahead, something inexpensive, or just take something with you to eat, sit on a different park bench in a different location. And you don't even have to take the bus to do that. The whole point of this video today is, when was the last time that you literally, and I mean literally, gave yourself permission to relax? Even if it's 1 or 2 hours this day, can you carve in an hour for yourself? Think of how many people you take care of every single day. And that's a great thing. It's a good thing to be kind and to be generous and to be helpful. But it is also quite important to be that way, kind, generous, and helpful to yourself. You cannot pour anything good from an empty cup. What does that mean? If you don't take care of yourself, How can you possibly take care of someone else? So, on this We Can Do It Wednesday, just a short, sweet, simple reminder: take good care of yourself. You'll always hear me say that at the end of the video. Take good care of yourselves and each other, right? Okay. So, I'm going to play this relaxation little video clip again and take that minute to clear your mind. Back in a minute. Gorgeous. I love to play that every once in a while. I love to play that video clip for yourself and for myself too, as well. And this also reminds me, this is something you can always look up on this platform. There are some videos where you could see the ocean waves. Like I've even seen one or two that might have been on, I think, lasting a couple of hours. You could put that on your background on your big screen TV and go about your business in your home or apartment. It is just such a nice sound, and it is just such a mental break from everything. I believe that everyone listening here deserves such a break. Every single one of us. Let's think about that for a minute. We take good care of other people all the time, and we want to. Why? Because we love them. We love our loved ones. But you have to take that into perspective and also transform it back to you to also respect yourself and love yourself. Life can be very, well, let's say challenging to say the least, especially with all the negative information that is spoon fed on the news. Even if you don't like sit down and watch the news for hours and hours on end. Even just the snippets, the little tidbits, the bites, the news bites you might hear here and there and everywhere from friends, relatives, or social media. Sometimes it could really be a drag down. And on this We Can Do It Wednesday, here's something very important alongside of everything that I just mentioned to you a few minutes back. Take a break from the news. This is important. Now, listen, I'm not saying keep your head in the sand and avoid everything. Listen to what you need to listen to. Do not dwell on it. Is there really something that you personally can do about things that are going on 4 billion miles away from you? Not really. Not really. So, your best line of defense is to take good care of yourself so that you can take care of your family. Take that reassurance and know that We Can Do It Wednesday, and you and I'm going to include even myself in this. I am giving myself permission to relax. There you go. All right, everybody. Even if it's something as simple as taking an ice cream cone for a few minutes and enjoying it, there you go. All right, everybody. Wishing everybody an amazing, fantastic day, but don't forget to do this for me. Take good care of yourselves and each other.